Hello guys, I'm very happy that I'm at the Michael German Antiques, uh, and this is one of my favorite shops, and you are gonna come into an amazing universe trip. So let me take you in. Hello
Hi,
Natalie.
Kenny. Welcome.
Natalie is a lovely lady who is like talking to a historian. Well, she is. And she's very kindly agreed us to take a walk around in her beautiful, tiny, amazing. Um, I'm speechless. I don't have words to describe this place, guys. So she's also gonna give us a little talk around some pieces. I explain the nature of the channel, which is like style, and why this shop got my attention. And you're gonna see the reason why, guys. So, look at this amazing window, and those are walking canes. But I'm gonna give the word to the specialist.
So, one of our specialties is antique walking canes, and these were carried by the wealthy, especially in the Victorian period, but as early as the Georgian period, which is the 1700s. And they were a way of showing off your place in society, your wealth, your status, your interests, how wealthy you were, because clothing was quite restricted at the time. So a way you could show off your individual flair and panache was with an accessory. So men and ladies carried them, and you didn't lean on them, you held them below the handle. The handle was the key focal point, and then men would stride and strut, and the ladies would sashay. And you were not considered properly dressed if you left the house without your hat and gloves and your walking cane. And you'll see a lot of these in period dramas, any good period drama on the BBC and other channels, especially, for example, a Dickensian drama, you will see that all of the key wealthy characters carry walking canes like these.
Amazing, right? It's like I'm already like drooling. One of the things, did you comment on the fact that men would strut on
Yes.
ladies? That to me, it's a complete new thing. And now I'm connecting the dots in actual, what do you call that? Like pop culture, when they say sashay away and all
Yeah.
that young generations are saying and using, and we
Yeah.
don't even know where the term actually comes from. So again, this is like
Well, they need more canes on the runway.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So it's the same with these ones. I just like I need you to see this amazing stuff. It's like, and then you get a mix up, obviously, with these amazing, unique style pieces that each of them tell a story. And I've been here twice, and I was actually with another guy. I'm not going to say the name, but I spent an hour just introducing myself, and he and just the way they talk about every piece, and they take you into an age and a time in history, and why, the same thing Dominic was saying to me the other day, because this is, I mean, what's more fashion than this?
Yeah.
And he was explaining the whole
Well,
armor.
this was the earlier way of showing your wealth, of course, because you needed armor to survive on the battlefield. But if you were wealthy, you had extra engraving, you had extra pleating, you had extra points of articulation on your armor. So even then, in the 1300s, 1400s, 1500s, you looked at somebody's armor and you could tell at a glance how wealthy they were because of the kind of style of armor that they could afford.
Well, he also mentioned that they use um, like a genital piece, some of that
Is
they
it a
used to
cod
like
piece?
enhance their
Yes,
their
yes. We don't have
status.
yes, we don't have cod pieces in stock at the moment, but
But
yes,
they did,
you
right?
needed to have absolutely. I mean, even now in sports, you protect the crown jewels.
Ah,
So certainly in battle, you had to protect your private parts.
but would this guy go actual into battle? This be from being a like high ranking
They used to,
status,
yes, yes,
even
absolutely.
if you
Kings,
were like
king,
a,
absolutely. So if you look at the
yeah,
Agincourt carving here, so this
which
is
is
the Count of
also an amazing.
Agincourt, and that there with the crown, that is Henry V. So
Yes.
he was right there in the heat of battle, directing all of his troops. And it wasn't until later that people
Against the
started
French?
leading, yes, against the French during the Hundred Years' War. And it was only relatively recently that generals and princes and kings would not be part of the battle and would be kept in safety and direct from the back instead of leading from the front.
There we go. You see, again, I didn't know that. And when I took a look the first time into this beautiful, what would you call this? I don't want to misname
It's a
it.
carving, if you wish.
It's a carving.
Yeah. Diorama.
Yeah, and it's what? That's 3D as it as it comes. It's insane. But when you start paying attention, everything makes sense. It's like it's a whole movie there in front of your eyes.
Don't look too closely, it's a bit violent.
Yeah, exactly. But then you can go from that to this, and you see like, wow, how it's just beautifully shown, and and we're moving into like one of the most exotic, amazing, particular pieces of fashion that I've seen. And I went to fashion school, and I am just mesmerized with this. This.
So that's one of the best examples of folk art that we'll ever have in the gallery. It's a pair of clogs, and you'll see the other one in a moment. So this is the male side of a couple of a man and a woman, and this is a man, and you can see he's got his hunting outfit on, he has his moustache, and he has his gun dog laid across his feet, and he's reclining.
Can I grab it?
Yes, carefully.
Thank you. Yes, and a little bit here. Look at that. So this is, you can see exactly Nathalie was describing so beautifully.
And if you turn it around to look inside, you can actually see
Wow, look.
that it would have been worn. So not for a regular shoe, of course, this would just be to display craft, but it is actually formed to a person's foot.
So
And
that's
it's
a
the
great
right size
point.
to
So
wear.
my question was this was not wearable ever, not even for like a special occasion or...
I don't know if you owned something like this, how you could resist wearing it.
I
But it was to show off as a
would.
decorative piece, but it is made as a shoe, you know, you
Yes,
could wear it,
yes.
you could walk in it.
Or you could...
And yeah, but it's just one of the most wonderful examples of folk
Wow.
art. Fantastic. And if you
Fantastic.
go with the lady's shoe, she's in a complementary symmetrical position.
Yeah.
She's also reclining, and she has her little pet dog on her skirts to
Oh,
complement the man with his hunting dog.
my goodness,
She has the latest sort of
yes.
hairdo for the time.
Wow.
And then another item we specialise in, if you go up, these are corset stays. So these are the supports for your corset to keep you upright as a lady. And they're made from whalebone on the right and baleen on the left. And they are decorated with carved and stained scrimshaw. So you see on the right-hand side, it's a plant, and then in the middle, a sailing ship. And then at the top, some very beautiful flowers. And on the left, though it's harder to see, there's a beautiful repeating design of hearts, and again, floral designs and geometric designs. And these were made by primarily whalers, so the sailors who'd go to sea to hunt whales for their oil, and they would make things out of the whale bone and the whale baleen, and they'd often gift them to their wives and girlfriends who were waiting for them back home. And of course, a lady needs a corset, so he would make her a corset stay that she would then keep close to her heart as a sort of romantic.
So there was a very romantic, even sexual connection to it, right? As in like you belong to me when you're doing the most.
Yeah, and also to encourage them to wait for them, because they'd be at sea for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when the whale populations were depleted in the North Seas, in the Atlantic, they'd have to go down as far as Australia. So they could sometimes be away for 3 years.
Would it? Oof, gosh. And now we're complaining because we take Queen Mary II for a week to New York City. That's too long.
And then at the top, that spiked implement, that's called a fid, and that's also carved from whalebone, but that's a sailor's tool, so that's for working with rope, but again, it's carved from whalebone.
Amazing.
And then on the left and coming down, we have another of our specialties, which are antique firearms.
Which is also fashionable.
Yes. And the bottom piece is a coaching blunderbuss, and then the top one is a wheel lock pistol.
Yeah.
And then in the main cabinet is our third specialty, which are items related to Nelson, who was our famous admiral of the fleet, and he defeated
Could
Napoleon.
be very cheeky and
the Battle of
also
Trafalgar.
I just want to do this. Ah, feels so good. Wow. Look at this. Voila!
And we have sea service pistols, we
Yeah.
have small cannon, we have a speaking trumpet, we have a fire bucket from ships of the line of that period, and we have pieces carved from the timbers of the HMS Victory, and that was Nelson's flagship at the Battle of
This is
Trafalgar.
Nelson's cabinet, I would say.
Yes.
Amazing. So that takes me to another question, because everything, as you can see, guys, here comes with so much history. It's like it's a whole universe behind every little single piece. This one, for instance, I'm sure it comes with an amazing story. So how long you guys been collecting and been curating? Because this is an amazing, well curated shop, because it has the same, even though it's very diverse, it goes exactly, has the same flavor with everything.
Well, it's a second generation business, so it was founded by Michael German, and he was the son himself of an antique dealer, and then he set up his own independent business. This gallery has been in this location for over 45 years, and decades ago he was joined by his son-in-law. So he has one daughter, and she married a lovely man called Dominic Strickland, and Dominic and Michael have been working here ever since. Michael retired a number of years ago, and Dominic's the gentleman who you saw when you came on your visit 2 weeks ago. And so now it's run by Dominic, and I joined the business about 5 years ago, and I just think it's, privilege and the most enjoyable.
But you were born to do this, darling. I'm telling you, it's like the pleasure, the elegance, the grace that you're in the right place. Imagine
well, to
you.
answer your question, it's the collection is the result of more than 60 years of hard work and knowledge and
knowing exactly, which is what.
And as you commented earlier, every single piece is in as good a condition as we could possibly find. There are a great many walking canes, arms and armour that you can find which are in poor condition or average condition, but now we are far more focused only on the best examples that we can find.
Absolutely. Now, of course, I need to ask about this, because I mean we're talking fashion, so I need to ask.
So this is an Indo-Persian armour set. It's the helmet, which is called a kulukud, and an arm brace for defence called a bazubrand, and then the shield is called a dal. And these three are
it comes as a set.
Exactly. It's a matching set, and it's got beautiful Kofgari silver and gold inlay, and it's got a lovely mail hanging from the helmet to protect the side of the face and neck, and that also, if you look closely, has different coloured links, so it's got a pattern in it as well. And this is what you would wear to battle, and it's very different to European armour, because there, of course, the heat. You couldn't wear full plate armour.
Ventilation.
So you had to have something light and movable, and the actual armour that they'd wear would be, protected with leather studs and brass and lots of padding. So you would have body protection as well, but you'd only really have proper, beautifully decorated shields.
I was going to say something. Would this be like a high-ranking armour?
Again, it's wealth. In order to have something of this quality,
you need to be high up.
Wealthy and important, yes.
Wow. I'm learning so much today about fashion, and fashion's been there.
There we go. The window. I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but you can see it's
I still don't know how to zoom in with this camera. I'm learning as I'm going, which I love, actually. But yeah, that's quite impressive. Insane. And this handcrafted, did you say that they're all yeah, exactly. But they're all from the same place now.
And most of them are English, yes.
Okay.
Some Scottish.
And
as you can say, British.
Oh my gosh, look at this one.
So that's carved from a tree root. So you'd take a obscurely shaped piece of wood, and then you'd see a face in it, and then you'd carve it out. So that's a nice folk art example there. They're sometimes called grotesques, which means ugly.
But this is handmade.
Oh yes.
I cannot get my head around this. This is handmade, and the expression of this guy as if he was actually looking at you, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So to give the viewers an idea, how much would this one go for?
So this one, it's £450,
50, I can see.
and our walking canes start at around £250 and go up from there. And they are individually priced depending on a multitude of factors. So what they're made of, how well crafted they are, how rare they are, and also how collectible they are and how desirable they are.
Maybe I can even keep abusing Nathalie and say like, this is apparently you just like use it as an accessory, so you would just like sachet or strut. So I would be like strutting and sachetating. but look at that amazing piece. Could you like do that now? Like hold it from the head
Yes,
as well. Yeah, but it's
So
not.
when
It's
you're
not very
stationary,
elegant.
you could lean on it.
Yeah.
But you want people to see the handle. So you wouldn't
Exactly.
necessarily
So
hide
you
the
would
head,
be
yeah.
like obviously doing a more.
And when you're talking to someone, you gesture with it, you point things out, you'd hail a cab with it.
Wow. There we go. Of course, that was my little doses of narcissism enjoyment. But I feel just like I need to be very careful because I don't want to break anything. So this is an amazing shop. As you can see, guys, you can spend here hours and hours because there's always another thing to talk about, another amazing item that needs to be highlighted, like all of them. Wow, this one.
And just so you know, if you want to pay us a visit, we're open weekdays. So we're open
Yes.
Monday to Friday, 10 till 5.
Did you hear that? I'm gonna put that. Oh my God, this is insane. Okay. I'm changing my mind all the time. I was supposed to have a favorite already, but this one here is. Look at this. It's just so elegant and so effortless. What is this material? That would be silver. Okay. And this one is a little bit more expensive. Oh, actually, not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's silver. How old would this one be, this cane?
So that would be Victorian, so it would be late 1800s.
Okay.
And the reason they're sort of equivalent price, as you can see, is that this one was a very elegant design, but they'd make a lot of them.
Yes.
But the rootwood handle that you had earlier,
Yes.
there's only one of there's
So it makes
only
it
one. It's
more
handcrafted
unique.
fully from start to finish, and it's
Of
more
course.
unique. And also, we haven't seen a similar design to that one.
Okay, so this one was like a common, more popular option.
I mean, it's still a very rare piece, and
Yes.
it's a rare design, and it's a very, very high-end piece.
And to be honest, I thought it was going to be thousands. Because of the history that comes with it, right?
Well, we have had, I mean, if you just want, as a comparison, if you look at that design with the swan, and then if you come over here, you can see there are 3 swan canes here.
Ooh.
And if you look at the detail involved there,
See,
those are a lot more.
again, I was focusing on that end and I missed out on this. Wow. There's not any other word for this.
So if you want, I'll just get one out for you.
I'll switch around. My gosh.
So if I hold them next to each other,
Yes.
you can see the difference. So beautiful, elegant, glass eyes, both of them. This is just the head, but this has the natural curve of the swan.
So-
it also has its own necklace. If you notice, the swan has its own little jeweled necklace on. And
This
it's
is
really
how
beautiful from
elegant
any
it
angle.
was. It was like,
Exactly. So you would have this lady, and then you'd have this lady. And you can tell, this is why they're important fashion accessories, you can tell at a glance which lady had the greater wealth. You tell me.
Did they have names actually, the canes?
Possibly.
Possibly, okay. No, because I'm guessing, because that amount of thought behind it in such a beautiful, elegant, grace way, which is what we're lacking these days. I'm sure they probably name it I don't know. Yeah, that's amazing. So I will have all of them, I guess. This is probably what they did, right? They will have one for each day, maybe for.
Oh yes, and for your outfit, you would change your cane according to the time of day, definitely, because black shafts were for evening wear. you only had black shafted canes in the evening. So, for example, if you went to an opera, you'd always have a black shafted cane, and then wooden shafts, light brown shafts for day wear. So you would go home, get changed to go out for the evening, and you take a black shafted cane. And you know, the very wealthy would have a cane stand about the size of the one in the window, and you would select your cane as you went out the door.
As you like,
exactly.
oh my gosh,
Exactly.
like picking up an umbrella.
Like today, I feel like I need to have a swan, and the next thing be like, today is a dog day.
Where's
today
that?
is a dancing lady day. So, and the colours as well.
This has been amazing. Nathalie, thank you so much for opening up the shop and the beautiful history and yourself. You're a lovely person. And I'm very happy. And you see, I'm finding my inner voice with this idea. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this kind of spaces, this kind of people, because this is what we're missing out right now. We're neglecting our beautiful things, our beautiful history, and we need to look after this and protect it. Yeah. So thank you for having us. Guys, I'm going to add all the info of the store, address, timings, everything, so that you can check it out. Do you have a website or? We
do have a website, but it's being updated.
Okay.
So if you look at our current website, it's very simple, but by Christmas we'll have a very...
And Instagram?
We do have Instagram. We're not very good at posting regularly, but we will be again in the future. But yes,
yeah. We all learn as we go. And thank you so much, darling. I appreciate it. And I'll be back. Maybe if you guys want me to come back again and she welcomes me back in 6 months or something, we'll do another tour, because there's so much to talk about still. Like we only talk about like a third of this beautiful universe. So thank you for watching. I'm giving a 360, and I am officially out of here. Let me just cut it. I still don't know how to